All right, we back, man. I'm your host, the one and only Yano from Chicago. Thank y'all for tuning in. So, who is the next superstar corner to get paid? We just had Derek Stingley Jr. from the Houston Texans get that bag. That boy got that bag. 30 mil per year, signed an extension. Houston went ahead and took care of him. They could have let him go ahead and play this next year out and gave him a contract extension. Then they went ahead and took care of the kid, and they did him right. They paid him. He had an all-pro season last year, came back. He had a Pro Bowl year last year in 2023. This year, 2024, became an All-Pro. Shout outs to him. So with that being said, man, him being now the highest paid DB ever. You got to think about like some of the greats. You got like Darrelle Revis, Champ Bailey, and you got to think. In today's generation, some of these corners are now taking a lot of money, getting paid a lot of money now. You know what I'm saying? You got corners like, Jalen Johnson just got paid. You got Patrick Surtain just got paid. Last week, J.C. Horn, he actually had broke the record for as far as top corners getting paid in the league. He signed a $25 million per year extension with his team. So you got a lot of corners out there that are changing the game. I know the passing is more prominent now, and a lot of the offenses around the league. So you gotta have you a shutdown corner. You gotta have one of those guys to put outside to lock down this side of the field. So it made me think. I had to go back. I said, how much was some of those old corners, back in the day getting paid? And kind of seeing where the market is now. And, did my research, man, and just went back and just looked. So, remember when the Champ Bailey left the Washington Redskins and he went over to play with the Broncos. He signed a deal with them, 7 years, $89 million. He was making about $10 million per year. About $10 million per year. It was 9.6 was on his first deal when he was with the Redskins. So he was averaging around $9 to $10 million per year as like the best flat out corner in the league. Like Champ Bailey was shut down. That's when the term like shutdown came out, because of Champ Bailey. So he was that nice. If you ain't never seen Champ Bailey, go back and watch his tape. So then another corner that came to mind was Darrelle Revis. That was another big name corner that hit the market, where he was actually able to sign a deal with the team and not being drafted. So the money was negotiated. And his deal that he got once he went to play with the Buccaneers, he signed a deal that was 6 years, $96 million. That's a pretty good chunk of change, even for back in those days. But even then, to think that he was making $16 million per year then, and to think now, the highest paid corner or DB is getting paid almost double that. All right, or if you go back to Champ Bailey and you think Derek Stingley is making 3 times as much as Champ Bailey, you could have got 3 Champ Baileys for the same price as one Derek Stingley. I know that the with the actual salary cap, it increases over time, yada yada yada. I get it, I understand. I'm just putting in perspective how much money that position's value has increased. And with that being said, we got other players that are coming up the pipeline that are gonna earn some money. Let's get into a few of those names. Some guys that I believe are gonna be definitely getting paid once their rookie deal is over, as long as they stay healthy, as long as they have a productive career, I should say, on the field. You know what I mean? Injuries are part of the game. You can't say, oh, this guy got hurt, this, that. I ain't saying none of that. I'm just saying as long as their career allows it to, no injuries, barring any injuries or nagging injuries that causes some of these guys not to reach their full potential. But with that being said, it's a few corners that are out there, DBs, and I'm just going to name a few that I think are going to be next up to break the bank. You tell me in the comments who you think is really going to get paid the most. Who do you think is probably going to reset the market? So a few of these guys that I'm going to name for you. So first guy, because he may get paid first out of these guys I'm going to name, is Trent McDuffie out of Kansas City. So he's been in the league a little bit longer than some of these other guys I'm going to mention, but I definitely feel like he is a top flight corner. He has shown that in Kansas City, hands down, week in and week out for a long time now, for a few years. They brought him in out of Washington. They let go of Ladarius Sneed. They let him walk to get paid by the Titans. So they believe in the kid, and I believe they're going to pay him big because he is big time. All right, next person I got on the list. We're going to stay in the AFC. We're going to go ahead and mention my guy. I called this guy coming out of college. He was just a freak of nature. Christian Gonzalez. I know as long as he stays healthy, the New England Patriots are going to pay him that bread. This kid right here is very, very talented. Freak of nature. He's like 6'2", long, lanky, athletic, kind of in the mode of a Patrick Surtain. So he may not be as much of a tackler right now, but same ball skills, same type of coverage, same technique, top flight. So be looking out. Christian Gonzalez is probably gonna get paid by the Patriots. If not, somebody else is gonna pay him. I know he's already had a few injuries in college. Also had injury early on in his career, but we'll see what that takes him. Next guys, we're gonna take it to the NFC, and we're gonna mention two guys on the same team. Actually, first I'm gonna start off with the defensive rookie player of the year, Quinyon Mitchell. Man, the kid balled out. He was an all-pro, not an all-pro. He was a Pro Bowler rookie year. Excellent in coverage. Had one of the best QBR percentages as far as passing rating against, as far as making it difficult for quarterbacks to attack him when he's on the field. Receivers that are on his side were less likely to catch the rock when he was on the field. But amazing production. Had a successful season as a rookie. Came and balled out. He balled out on a team that had expectations of a Super Bowl, which they went ahead and they did. They came in and he performed to a very high standard with the Philadelphia Eagles. So shout out to Quinyon Mitchell. He keeps up this production, man. He may be on his way to getting that bag. You hear me? All right, next guy on the list, like I said, his teammate Cooper DeJean, also another rookie. Man, what else can we say? He was returned some kicks. He played a little bit of slot. He played a little outside. He played a little safety for him. You know what I mean? The kid did a little bit of everything. So with that being said, the versatility that Cooper DeJean brings to the field and to the Eagles is what's going to cause him to get paid. He's going to get that bag. That's my opinion. Tell me what you think. Also, two other guys. One more rookie. One more guy that's been in the league for now 2 years. But let's go to the rookie. Terrion Arnold. Come on down, man. Hey, you balled out this year, brother. You balled out. You balled out. I ain't even a Lions fan. I'm actually a Chicago Bears fan. But I got to say, this kid coming out of Alabama this year, I felt like as soon as I saw his name go to the Lions, I knew it was going to be a perfect fit, which it was. He battled all year long. He's a top-tier corner, or going to be a top-tier corner in this league. I'm not sure if what kind of accolades he had or what his numbers were, but from the eye test, watching this boy play, not only in college, but watching him play a couple times this year, not only watching Bears game, but the Lions had a few games that were on big primetime TV. So I watched them, and you know what I mean. That kid's gonna be nice, and eventually he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get that money on. You feel me? Give him that bag. Next person we got on the list. Now, he does play on the team with another corner by the name of Tyron Willen, which he may get paid. I didn't put him on my list because I felt like this kid right here, Devin Witherspoon out of Illinois, little Florida boy, I think he gonna get that bag. He came out his rookie year and put the league on notice that he's not here to play. When you come out here, you better strap up, because he ready to roll. You feel me? And this past year, I don't think the team had as much success as what they would have liked, but his presence was still felt. When you put on the Seattle Seahawks, his name is gonna get called. You're gonna call Witherspoon either on the tackle, the PBU, the interception. You're gonna call his name. He's gonna be around the ball, and for that, you gonna get paid. Derek Stingley Jr., J.C. Horn, they got paid. They getting paid more than $25 million per year. We have 6 corners in the NFL that are making more than $20 million per year. And you have 18 corners in the league that are making more than $15 million per year. So with that being said, man, y'all tell me what y'all think. Who do y'all feel will be some of the corners that's going to break the bank when the market resets, when some of these guys are due, they're just due. Once they finish putting in that work and it's time to pay them, who do y'all think? What's some of the names that y'all feel like should be on this list? Or do y'all agree? Is this a good list? My name is Yano from Chicago. As always, it's 2 fingers. Peace.